Let's get it. Let's get it. How to absolutely dominate next week. If you coming into chat with me, you spending a couple minutes with me, just comment dominate in the chat. If you coming into the live, you spending a couple minutes with me, or you spending the whole 30, 40 minutes, y'all know I could go for a while, right? Just comment the word dominate for me. If you are looking to make next week your best week and absolutely freaking crush it, comment the word dominate. Comment the word dominate. I want to be going through a 3-step framework that anybody can use to go ahead and absolutely crush this next week, right? So if you've been feeling stuck, if you feel like you haven't been making the progress that you want to make, if you feel like you haven't been going, what up, Melanie? If you've been feeling like you've been kind of stuck in a rut and you want to get out of that, comment the word dominate. I want to go through a 3-step framework that anybody can go ahead and use to absolutely dominate next week, right? Now, just so everybody's know, I know I've been going live like crazy all week. This might be one of my last lives, only because we're going to be switching to a different model that can help more people in less time. So that's so definitely, you definitely want to stay in tune for this live, because it's going to be probably one of the last ones for a while. But you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get it, let's go. Cool. So there's it's a very, very distinct framework that I want to talk about that's going to allow you to dominate more for the next week, more than probably you've done in the last 5 weeks, right? And it's cut it, carry it, and conquer it. Okay. So if everybody could do me a favor, just comment the word cut it in the chat real quick. YouTube, IG, cut it, carry it, conquer it. What does that look like, right? A lot of times we want to go ahead and dominate, but we cannot cut the things that are holding us back, right? For example, John 15:2, every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. Who knows what pruning a tree means? Pruning a tree, if you know what pruning a tree means, just comment yes in the chat. Or if you don't, just comment no. When you prune a tree, you are essentially stripping all the extra little branches, hedges, and twigs so that more nutrients can come from the soil and reach the top of the tree, reach the leaves, reach the fruit, reach all that good stuff, right? So think about that as your life. You have all, like, your life is this tree. You have all these different little mini obligations. You got dinner with friends, brunch with the girls, maybe Super Bowl Sunday. You got this business, you got that business, kids' college. And your attention is being diversified so much to the point where all the resources that are best suited to make you successful cannot go where they need to go. This is why pruning is so important. Every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. For me to get to the next level, there is a certain level of sacrifice required. Can everybody comment the word sacrifice for me? There is a certain level of sacrifice required, right? You have to cut the excuse. Oh, shoot. Can y'all still hear me? If you can still hear me, just say you could hear me. I think I lost y'all for a second. My timer came in. But with that being said, hold on. Pause due to poor connection. Reconnecting. All right, there we go. I think we're back. Right? So now it's like every single time I want to get to a next level, I have to think about, what do I need to sacrifice to get to that next level? What do I need to do in order to make sure that I'm pruning the tree of my life so that I can go ahead and get to that next level, right? Let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, right? Like, think about it like this. Say, for example, you want to get to $10,000 a month in your business, right? You need to sacrifice everything else that has been keeping you from getting to $10,000 a month. Maybe you have teammates on your team that are not cutting it. You need to cut them. Maybe you have people in your life that are holding you back. You need to cut them. Maybe you have softwares and systems in your business that are not allowing you to get to $10,000 a month. You need to cut them. So with that being said, right, I remember when I first started ESE, I was doing everything. I was saying yes to everything. I've cut off so much in time to elevate. Let's go. I was saying yes to everything. I was saying yes to all the calls, all the meetings, all the distractions, and it was killing my peace and my progress. I had to cut at least 30 to 40% of what was on my calendar. And guess what? You know what happened? Do you know what happened? I was able to allow more nutrients to get to the top of my tree. See, when you're an entrepreneur, you have to do something called prioritize. Everybody comment the word prioritize for me. When you are an entrepreneur, you have to do something called prioritize. I can't be everywhere and anything at once. I cannot be everything and anything at once. So now it's like when I've pruned my schedule, now I have more time for the most effective things. I have time for the most powerful things that will move the needle in my company. So with that being said, you need to apply the same teachings and the same level of service. If you truly want to dominate this next week, you need to audit yourself. Can everybody comment the word audit? Can everybody comment the word audit? You need to audit your time. You need to audit your time to the point where you are focusing on the number one things that move the needle. Right? Like I have all the time. I all the time, and this is my fatal flaw, y'all. Can I be transparent with y'all for a quick second? Can I be transparent with y'all? There's a lot of times in my company, my heart is too big. I've kept people on, I've kept systems on, I've kept things on for too long, knowing that it does not serve me. And here's the thing, right? When you serve everyone, you serve no one. Right? When you serve everyone, you serve no one. When I try to please everybody, it pleases nobody, because guess what? I'm going to go ahead and try to make arrangements that satisfy everybody. And then guess what? Nobody benefits wholeheartedly. Like, it doesn't make sense. And it doesn't just apply to me. It applies to our clients. I had a client come to me stuck in analysis paralysis. She's looking at all these different spaces, couldn't choose one, over planning, overthinking, over delaying. And I said, cut the delay, pick a space. Here's 3, pick one right now. 3 weeks later, she had her lease. Clarity is on the other side of cutting confusion, baby. Clarity is on the other side of cutting confusion. Why is pruning so important? Because it allows the resources to get to where it needs to go. Clarity is on the other side of cutting confusion. No other way. So for you to dominate this next week, you need to sit with yourself and say, hey, look, listen, coming into this next week, what are all the things that I did last week that no longer serve me? What are all the things that last week that I no longer need to participate in? What are all the relationships? What are all the systems? What are all the teammates? What are all the people what are all the people, places, and things that I need to remove in order for me to dominate the next level? What do I need to cut? What do I need to cut? Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? Once you cut, the second phase becomes so much easier, and that's when you carry it. The calling comes with weight, but it's your assignment to bear, baby. The calling comes with weight. You know, heavy is the head that wears the crown, not because of the jewels, because of the responsibility that comes with it. Come on now, somebody say amen. Damn, it's Sunday. I'm out here preaching. I'm just talking my truth. I'm just talking my truth. I'm just talking my truth. I ain't no pastor, I ain't no priest, I ain't no none of that. I'm just Brian Waldron. I'm simple. I'm a simple man. Like, how can you carry your calling when it's your assignment to bear when you're busy carrying everybody else's? What is that making sense? Some of y'all got people and things in your life that no longer serve you, but because you are somebody who claims that they're, you know, a man and person of the people, you can't let those leeches go. Like, what? You got things in your life that you know you need to remove, but you don't because you disguise it as obligations. Woo! Somebody's not ready for this conversation. Somebody is no longer, somebody's not ready for this conversation. Oh my God. Luke 9:23, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. See, here's the thing, right? Somebody who's truly in my corner is gonna follow me to the end of it. Somebody who's truly in my corner is gonna follow me regardless. Somebody who's truly in their own corner is not. See, the minute I say I need to focus on myself, they're gone because they don't recognize that my power comes from within. They're gonna just look at it like for what's there for them. They're not gonna look at it for what's there for me. So with that being said, I don't want to go ahead and serve people who are only in it for themselves. If we can do this together, amazing. But that's why so many of y'all are not dominating your week, because you are not making the choice to carry the burden that is serving you best, and you're choosing to serve others. Like, oh yeah, if I do this, then my husband's not going to be happy. Your husband would be happy if you did what's best for you. Oh, I'm not going to do this because my mother's not going to be happy. Your mother would be happy if it served you best. You see how that small dichotomy shows us who's really in our corner and who's not? See, the people who are really for me are going to be happy with whatever decision I make for myself or not. The people who are truly for me are going to be happy with whatever action I take for myself or not. The people who are truly for me are going to be there in full support and recognition, standing applause and standing ovation, no matter what I do for them or not. So for everybody who's in this live and who's watching right now, you need to understand who's truly there for you or not, and carry the weight that only is your assignment to bear. Let us not become weary in doing good, Galatians 6:9. If I know something is best for me, why am I pausing in my path to do it? Why am I playing around with the gifts that God has benefited from me? That God has put in place for me? Why am I doing that? That is not allowing you to dominate this next week. Or what you're trying to do different is foreign to people and they get offended because you stand strong on what you believe in. Absolutely. Does that really make sense? Let us not become wary in doing good. Galatians 6:9. I don't want to go ahead. I'm not here to serve and do everything that benefits everybody else. If I'm something to everybody, I'm nothing to no one. I am trying to serve what's best for me so that I can serve my people. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot do that. Right? There were seasons I wanted to quit. There were seasons that sales were low, team morale was shaky. But I reminded myself, this isn't just a business. This is my calling. Can somebody put calling in the chat? Somebody put my calling in the chat. And when you carry the assignment, God's going to carry you. I don't have to, I operate at such a high frequency of a moral compass. I don't have to worry about me and the big guy upstairs beefing at all. I don't have to do that. I know that I'm always operating in my purpose because I'm doing what's best for me. And what's best for me is going to turn around and serve my people. But the minute you start trying to serve everybody else, you are nothing to everybody and you are nothing to no one. You are something to everybody and you are nothing to no one. Serve you and serve your God. That's it. Serve you and serve your God. That is it. That is it. I'm over here juggling multiple roles: founder, coach, sales lead, CSM. I'm almost passed out. I was in the hospital doing all these different things. But then I shifted how I carried it. Better systems, better delegation, better focus. The way you carry it matters. So when you say, Brian, I want to dominate this next week, well, first and foremost, number one, you got to cut off all the distractions. Number two, you need to cut off everything and everyone that does not serve you. Number three, you need to carry this new burden as it only serves you. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Just comment yes in the chat. Just comment, you know what? If y'all are ready to step into this next week with a whole new lens and a whole new way of being and operating, just comment the word yes. Put it in all caps too, so I know that you're serious. Comment the word yes. If you are ready to come into this next week and absolutely freaking dominate, just comment the word yes. Tiffany said yes. Sips and Stir said yes. What up, mama? What up? Kiara said yes. Let's go. Is it all right if I talk about our 5-day challenge that's coming up in 1 week real quick? Just comment, talk to me. If I could tell y'all about our 5-day challenge that's coming up in just a few days. All right. People pleasing will stunt the growth of the bag. 100%. 100%. I know Melanie's in the challenge. Shout out Melanie. Literally in almost about next week, we have a 5-day challenge where my team, myself, and you will be spending 5 days together on how to find, fund, and fill your next event space business. We are going to be going in depth behind the scenes, pulling the curtain, and showing you how over 600 of our clients have been able to find their first event space, have been able to fund it using other people's money, and have been able to fill it using organic content and ad strategies that we have been showing all our clients. For literally the cost of a meal, you are going to be able to spend 5 days with myself and my entire ESE team on literally learning how to build that $10,000 a month business. All you have to do is go to myvenueprofit.com and grab your ticket. Not next week, because the challenge is going to be gone by then. Not next hour, not next week, not next month, right now. Because the challenge is literally a week away. Literally a week away. We have literally over, I don't even know. I don't know if it's like 50 or 60 tickets or whatever case may be sold or whatever the case may be, but it is going to be monumental. And this last week, we're doing such a even bigger push where we are going to be getting so many more people in to share and bask in this monumental event. So if you do not want to miss it, if you do not want to miss this blessing, if you do not want to miss out on your opportunity to dominate in another week, right now, go to myvenueprofit.com, tag it in the channel. Myvenueprofit.com. Boom. Just tagged it. Go to myvenueprofit.com. I'll give you a couple minutes before I start getting spicy again, because we still got one more step to talk about. Myvenueprofit.com. Grab your VIP ticket because we are premium over here. Grab your VIP ticket and let's make that week your best week. Because I'm telling you right now, you will accomplish so much more in that 1 week versus the last 5. You will accomplish so much more in that 1 week versus the last 5. If this live right here didn't show you the essence of how powerful you are and we are together, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All you have to do is go to myvenueprofit.com. Go right now. Do not wait. Come back to this live and comment done. Comment done. I want to see that you're in here. I want to see that you're in the room. And I want to see that you're taking steps to make the next week your best week. All right. Let's get it. I'm going to give y'all 30 more seconds real quick. Just go ahead and grab it real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and continue with the live. Yes, mama. Where's Gray? Gray's over there. Y'all ready? We got one more. We got one more to go. So now that we've cut off all distractions, right? Now that we've cut off all distractions, now that we've carried this new assignment with us so that we can absolutely dominate, now it is time to conquer. Everybody put the word conquer in the chat. Now it is time to conquer. You were not called to survive. Okay? You were called to subdue. You were not called to survive. You were called to subdue. So Deuteronomy 24 says, "For the Lord your God goes with you to give you victory." This victory, let's define the word victory for a quick second. Victory is conquest. Victory is conquer. Victory is there's two people or several people in a match and one wins. That is victory, right? You can have victory over yourself, where these are the demons that I was battling before, and now I've won over them, right? So when we say that you've dominated this week, you have essentially conquered everything that has been in the week prior. So with that being said, like I remember the first time I even tried to raise my price, I was so nervous. And I told myself, I was like, you are not going to feel ready, but the enemy's biggest fear is you moving anyway. Whew. Y'all don't hear me. You won't feel ready, but the enemy's biggest fear is you moving anyway. And I have clients who do this every single time. I had a client that was charging like $300-$400 a booking. I'm like, girl, you got to bump that up to $1,200. What are we talking about? And I told her the same thing. I said, you won't feel ready, but the enemy's biggest fear is you moving anyway. There are people who are sitting here waiting on your downfall. Are you going to give it to them? Are you going to make it that easy for them? There are people who are literally waiting on your downfall, waiting for you to fail, waiting to tell you, I told you so. And you're going to make it this easy for them? How does that make sense? Romans 8:37 and all these things, we are more than conquerors. Why would you think you are anything less than? Why would you think that you cannot go ahead and cut off all the distractions, carry the weight to bear, and then turn around and go ahead and conquer these wins? You have everything in front of you. And here's the thing, right? You know how somebody is serious about their goals? I say this all the time. You look at two things. You look at their calendar, you look at their bank account. Number one, you look at the calendar to see how much time they dedicated to it. And number two, you look at their bank account to see how much money they've invested into it. So with that being said, I need you all to take a step in that right direction. I need you all to take a step where it's like, okay, cool. I'm going to show up because there are people who are counting on my downfall. Not only that, there are people who are counting on you to win. Your kids are looking at you to win. Your parents are looking at you to win. Your friends are looking at you to win. Maybe, hopefully, if you got the right friends. But the fact of the matter is you are giving the people who want you to lose, the benefit of the doubt when you are not taking your goals seriously. Like, how many people, if you held up a mirror to yourself and you looked at your if you did not even your whole 2025, just the last 3 months, people would say that you are serious about your goals? How many? How many people, I'm asking everybody in live right now, if somebody was to look at your last 3 months, how many people would be able to say you are serious about your goals? And I just want you to be honest. If the answer is no, use this moment to take a stand. Somebody come and take a stand now. Use this moment to take a stand. Take a stand and say, hey, I'm not going to let another week go by where I'm not dominating. I'm not letting another week go by where I am not going absolutely crazy on my goals. I'm not. So with that being said, join us on this 5-day challenge. Spend 5 days with us. And if that 5 days is not more transformational than your last 5 weeks, you can have your money back. Simple. You can have your money back. I want that week to be the most transformational week of your life. And if it is not the most transformational week of your life, like I said, you can have your money back. No love lost. You gave it a shot. It's all good. No love lost. Go to myvenueprofit.com and I want to see you there. Go to myvenueprofit.com and I want to see you there. All right. That's my time, y'all. Love y'all to life. Hope y'all made amazing progress today in this live, and you were able to see how to absolutely dominate this next week. With that being said, my name is Brian. Love you all to life. I'll see y'all in the next one. We have a live tonight at 7 o'clock with the ESE team. Myself, Tanisha, Terrion, we're going to be going live talking about some things that make our clients absolutely crush in ESE. So definitely set your calendar. I have a story posted right now where you can mark on, you could set up for the countdown, and you can join us for that live tonight. All right. I'll see you there.